What's up, guys? It is currently very early in the morning, and we're gonna go train some chest. Let's do it. What's up, guys? So I get asked all the time, like if I take pre-workout and stuff like that. And I mean, to be completely honest, probably 9 times out of 10 I do. I typically try to only take pre-workout if I'm working out in the morning, like today and pretty much every other day. If I work out in the evenings for whatever reason, I try to kind of lay off it just because it'll kind of interrupt my sleep. But for the most part, if I'm working out during the day or it's like an off day, maybe early afternoon, I can take a little bit of pre-workout if we feel like we need it. But for the most part, I do take pre-workout and I take it in the morning. Right now I am taking Beyond Raw's Lit AF, which is pretty freaking good. Flavors Icy Fireworks. It's a pretty good flavor. I've tried a few other ones. This pre-workout's pretty great. 300 milligrams of caffeine, 8 grams of L-citrulline, 400 grams of peak ATP, and then 1.5 grams of nitroigene, which I'm not sure what that is. I'm assuming it's for blood flow and stuff like that. Pretty great supplement. I don't get jitters or anything like that. I don't get super tingles or anything like that. I get a little bit of everything, and it really does help out, with the workouts and everything like that. So for the most part right now, this is what I'm taking. If it changes, I'll let you guys know. But I've been taking this probably for the last couple years, different flavors on and off. All right. But yeah, we're gonna go hit some chest and see you guys in a little bit. All right, guys, so we made it to the gym. This is the current box gym I'm working out of. If you guys want the info to it and like how to sign up to it and everything, let me know in the comments, and then we can go ahead and get you that info so you guys can go ahead and sign up. All right. Right now we're gonna hit chest. Let's get to it. Alright, guys, so today we are hitting chest. We're gonna start it off with a light session on the treadmill. I typically do maybe 5 to 10 minutes depending on, sometimes I go a little bit more and do 15, 20 minutes. I'm not a huge 30, 40 minute plus cardio type of guy. I'll go into depth later as to why. Right now it is chest day. I just hit legs the other day and I hit back yesterday, so I'm just looking to get some blood flow, kind of loosen up a little bit. I'll get on here and I'll stretch, you know what I mean, get those juices flowing. A lot of times as I'm working up, I'm going to some lateral shuffles just to kind of really get blood flow in all those areas. I'll backpedal a little bit, walk backwards a little bit, and then I'll do about 5 to 10 minutes of this just to kind of really warm up and get loose. And sip my pre-workout, get my mind right, all that type of stuff. It's a good way to kind of get yourself situated, locked in, and I remember when I first started, I kind of used it as especially for a lot of people who have that social anxiety stuff, or they're maybe a little bit more reserved and they're a little bit worried about coming to a new gym, or they're just starting to work out for the first time and they're a little nervous. It's a good way to kind of just get yourself to the gym. Get in here, get on the treadmill, start walking, work your way up to a light trot, even if you just sit here and walk the whole time. And, but at least you made it to the gym. That's a big one. So, many different benefits, many different reasons to use the treadmill. I use it for all reasons, I use it to kind of get myself here, get situated, make my pre-workout. Give it some time to kind of take effect. And then as this starts to kick in, as I'm feeling looser, maybe I'm trying a new workout or something like that, and I want to mentally prepare myself for kind of what's coming. Is what I'll do. So about 2 more minutes of this here, and then we're gonna get into our chest day. My chest day is a little different. A lot of different variations for chest. My thought process behind chest is a completely different thought process than most people. At least I feel like it is. Most people, you know, I mean, can think about it differently. So for me, I like to kind of really focus on function. You know what I mean? So you guys will see kind of what I'm talking about here in a little bit. But for right now, we're just gonna walk, maybe work our way to a light, like brisk skip, such like this. I'll probably just do one more cycle of like 20, 20, 20, and then we'll get back to it. And by 20, 20, 20, 20 seconds, lateral shuffle. Yeah, 20 seconds of back pedaling, and then back to the lateral shuffle, but on the opposing side. Hey. If you guys have questions, please leave them down in the comments. So that's one of the biggest reasons I'm doing this, is to help people answer every single question they have. I know, like, I've been doing this for a while. I've been blessed to be able to work with and learn from some pretty big names, you know, bodybuilders, doctors, gym owners, all who have extensive experience in the fitness industry. And I've been doing this for a long time, trial and error. There's no better way to learn than trial and error. So, yeah. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you guys have been here before, thank you for coming back. Let us know what you like, what you don't like, what you'd like to see, what we can improve. The whole nine. This is for you guys. So without further ado, we're going to get right into this chest workout. Let's go. Good. So, basically what I'm going to do here is really warm up the shoulders. Get those 1 feet across warmed up, loose. That's why I kind of say that. My chest day is a little bit different. 9 times out of 10, I'm working back to front. I like to work up and get the posterior chain really warmed up. That way, this they can help out with the movements. I'll do about maybe 2 sets of this just to get those joints all loosened up, and the pump cover will come off in a second. It's been cold lately, so yeah. We're gonna do one more set of this. You don't really want to go too heavy, just enough. I mean, it depends on what stage you're in your journey, but typically, if you're warming up, you don't really want to go too heavy, just because you don't want to wear out fatigue and muscle. You kind of just want to warm it up and let them know that we're about to do some stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's about 8 to 10 reps here, or 8 to 12 reps, just to really get those posterior chain muscles engaged. They can help us out with what's coming. Here we go. I'll do. Yes, sir. All right, and now we push. So I'm actually gonna take this hoodie off. It's pretty warm in here. Let's see. All right, guys. So we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna get into a flat bench. We're gonna keep it pretty simple for today. Typically I do things according to kind of what I'm trying to focus on and target the most. Right now, we're gonna go into a flat bench. This is probably the single most important part of flat bench is start with the bar, okay? If you guys are just getting started, and even if you're like if you watch some of the biggest powerlifters in the world, they all start with just the bar, okay? You gotta kind of get comfortable with the bar. You know what I mean? You don't want to go too heavy. There's a million and one reasons as to why that is. But basically, you want to get comfortable with the bar. You want to make sure you're getting full range of motion. You're going to decrease your risk of injury, and you're going to increase your productivity. All right. I know it may look not that cool or whatever, but honestly, it is the absolute most important fundamental building block to a successful bench press and to building muscle successfully as a whole. So I'm gonna get into some quick few reps here, just to kind of feel the weight, feel the bar, get comfortable, make sure everything's working good. Make sure I don't have an injury I didn't know of, and just get used to kind of performing the movement with perfect form. Okay. Here, nice and slow. Boom. Light tap on the pecs. And you can do 8 to 10 of these, 12. If you're just starting, I would recommend going a little bit more reps, just to kind of really get used to the bar, and also kind of to see where you're at. If you're doing 10 of these with the bar, and that's a little difficult, then that means that you should pretty much stay right there, or even go lower, because the heavier you go, the higher your risk of injury becomes. Okay, so and that's something that we want to prevent. Injuries are no fun, and even though it might look cool putting big numbers up on here, and it is. However, you want to do so safely and and properly and in due time. Okay, don't try to rush the process. We've made that mistake a million times, and all it does is set you back. Now you're all of a sudden you're hurt for a couple weeks, and you can't get into the gym, and now the gains you made regress, which that's no fun because it takes hard work to accomplish your goals. So we're gonna get into our first working set here. Okay, so we're about to get into our first working set here. I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't really been training bench. I've been focusing on a lot of other things, rehabilitating some injuries that I had, and just now kind of getting back into, you know, increasing size. So you guys are gonna come with me on this journey. It's gonna be pretty great. As I'm going through the journey, I'm gonna share with you guys everything I've learned over the last uh, 12 or 13 years. It's been a long road, long journey. A lot of you guys have seen my journey. A lot of you guys know me from the area. A lot of you guys don't. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna get into our first working set here. Nice and easy. I'm not gonna strain myself too much, anything like that. Just getting full range of motion, good quality reps, and full function of the muscle. Ooh. Oosh. 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 Nice. Oosh. 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 Nice. Oosh. So nice easy 10 there. Uh, Probably felt a lot harder than it should be, but still a nice easy 10. No pain. Um, no pain, no strain, nothing like that. Just good quality reps. I'm gonna progressively get heavier and heavier. Um, Again, I'm not a huge numbers guy. I'm a quality guy. So as we track our numbers and everything, it'll just naturally start to increase. But we cannot prioritize the number on the bar as opposed to the quality of the rep and the quality of the stimulus on the muscle. All right. So I know that's one thing that a lot of you guys might disagree with me on. There's tons of research out there that shows, but also stay tuned on the channel and we'll see how easily I can compete with everybody out there. Uh, and also stay healthy and just get quality muscle tissue developed quickly, efficiently, and effectively. Okay, without having to increase my risk of injury. All right, even if you guys are powerlifters, okay, there's a way to kind of go about it. You wanna prioritize quality over quantity pretty much every single time. All right, and then find a nice balance between the two. But quality definitely supersedes quantity every single time. Okay, let's go into working set number 2. So we're getting into working set number 2. And I want you guys to take a real uh, good look at the elbows. All right, that's gonna pretty much predicate what is gonna happen. Um, Having good quality form and angles of engagement are going to really predicate how successful we are in all of our lifts, not just leg press. Oops. Push. 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 There we go. So, again, right now, I'm probably about 185, um, which is pretty light. Um, I typically live around 195 to 200 pounds. Um, in this next journey here, we're looking to get upwards of like 215, 220. Maybe we can hit 225 body weight, and then so we're gonna do a bulk, and then it's gonna be a pretty lean bulk, but we're gonna bulk, and then that way we'll be pushing 3 plates here in the next 2 to 6 months or so. But right now, pretty much my body weight 185 for 8, not too bad. And again, I have not been benching at all for like the last 2 to 3 years. Uh, like, I mean, I'll work out here and there, bench press, but for the most part, I was taking care of my ACL, my glutes, my hamstrings, that type of stuff, a little bit of my back, my shoulders, and my core, my hips. So 185 for 8, that's a pretty solid foundation, and it's only going to go up from there. Okay. So regardless, remember, form is key. 4 range of motion, quality reps, and function. Function is the primordial target here. So, to our third working set here. Again, I'm pretty much just seeing where I'm at here. 225. Should be able to do at least anywhere from 2 to 4 on this guy here. But I haven't really been doing anything as far as benching for a while, so let's see where we're at. Tight, 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 tight. Tight. Plus. Tight. Loose. Tight. Tight. So on that one, had I gone for 4, I wouldn't have got it. So I'm gonna stay right here, and then I'm gonna do another set right here. Okay. Final set here. Um, Again, we should still be somewhere between 2 and 4 reps. Um, Pretty much always. There's a few times where you want to kind of go into a max, like a 1 rep max. In this case, my 1 rep max is probably not very high. I mean, it could probably be like 245, maybe 265, something like that right now. So I'm not even gonna go there. Especially I've been, first few sets were kind of higher rep. For this one here, 2 to 4 is pretty perfect because it's kind of the sweet spot. I'd be at like around 80% maximum force exertion, which keeps us pretty safe. If I go 1 more rep there, but I'm not even gonna push it because, again, we're just getting started, and the goal is stimulus and muscle growth, not tendon strain. Okay, so that's pretty much it for me as far as flat. We're gonna get into some incline here in a second, and we'll go from there. Into this incline bench press, okay? Same thought process here. We're gonna start off with the bar for many reasons. Not only is the angle different, but again, we're gonna recruit a little bit of a different muscle group. I mean, you're still gonna recruit pec, but the angle in which that muscle is functioning, and you're gonna get the upper clavicular fibers of the pec. So, and the way your lats and your scapulars are aligned are a little bit different as well. So, you kind of want to protect yourself at all times. And here, which, same thing, scapulars down and back. And we're gonna boom, lift off. We're gonna come down nice and slow. Boom, nice and slow. Boom. And we're gonna keep the same tempo pretty much the whole time. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Okay, nice and slow. Good explosive on the reps on the way up. Nice and slow uh, eccentric movements on the way down. Really feel yourself recruiting those muscles and engaging, your posterior chain as well. That way you can really feel the weight, recruit the muscle, and again reduce dramatically the risk of injury. Okay. So we're gonna go into our first working set here. Working set here. There we go. Again, tempo is huge. Good quality range of motion. Engaging the right muscles. You don't want to like overcompensate using the wrong muscles just to put some numbers up on the board. There's the bar. Push. 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 Nose. Nice. 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 So nice, good 10. Just for overall stimulus and quality range of motion. Okay. Again, guys. Function and quality. Quality. Guys, going into our second working set here. Still keeping good quality range of motion. We'll go about 6 to 8 here. Push. 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 Nice. I'm gonna call it a day right there. Hey. Damn. Okay. Here's working set number 3. We're gonna go 2 to 4 here. We got 1. 2. We're gonna stay at 2. That's pretty perfect. 205, 185. We'll end up repping that out here in a couple weeks. And then here we have the almighty press, shoulder press. We're gonna go standing barbell press. Come down nice and easy. Overhead, nice and slow. Boom. Boom. few different ways to do this. In this case right now, same thing with everything else. We're going to start with the bar. Nice full range of motion. Good quality reps. Nice. Nice. Especially in this movement here, you guys don't really want to go too heavy. If you're on a Smith machine or you're doing a seated military press, you can go a little bit heavier. In this case, you want to protect your spine. You're going to have loads and loads of weight over your head, so your alignment is crucial. So again, start with the bar, get to know it, feel it, recruit the right muscles, control them, and then work your way up. So on this one, it's hands down one of my weakest lifts. So I'm gonna stay still pretty light. And again, you don't have to go super heavy to gain a lot of muscle mass. Quality over quantity. So we're gonna go into our first working set here. Going into the first working set. Still want to keep nice, easy tempo. I'm gonna grab this right at shoulder height, just under. Go nice, good quality range of motion. Boop. Nice, slow. Boom. Boom. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. Oh yeah. And that for me, it's pretty heavy. So we're probably gonna stay right there. I'm gonna add 10 pounds just because. And won't go into depth as far as why I'm doing what I'm doing here in this section. So we're going into our third working set. What do we have here? 25, 10, 10. Yeah, it's like 100 and some pounds here. Not incredibly heavy. For me, it's my weakest lift. You guys can see that I am using a little bit of leg drive. That is for a reason. I'm trying to continue to convert this into a full body movement because, again, it's a lot of weight over your head. So you got to stabilize your spine. So you need to be able to receive that weight in order to be able to transfer it right back up. So that way you get full muscle engagement, not only on your shoulders and your traps, but all the way through your body, all the way down to your feet. So nice and easy couple reps here. Now you're gonna see me hip hinge a little bit. There we go. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo. Oh. And just like everything else, guys, quality over quantity, to me, that's pretty good quality. I can go down in weight and really focus on just using my delts and my traps. But in a standing military press, that's not really the objective. It's to kind of use a full body movement and work on your explosiveness and drive all the way through from your head to your toes. So for a lot of the athletes out there, this stuff right here is gonna help you out a lot. Working set here, 135. Probably gonna go like 2 to 4 on this. Same rep range we've been at. Probably do a few more, but 2 to 4 is pretty good. It's gonna be like my quote unquote max for the total amount of reps that I'm doing. So that way we stay pretty safe. Here we go. There we go. 1. And I really want to feel this weight over my head. That way I can engage the right muscles to keep myself safe. And then we're gonna go 2. And again there. I could probably go to 4, maybe 6. But we're still just getting right back into it. So we're gonna keep ourselves safe at a 2 rep range. I'm not gonna go into high volume with a high weight. That's risk for injury. Same as going into a high weight that I can't control. Well, 1 rep max. Neither one of those is good. Kind of balance right in the middle. Keep yourself safe and still get great stimulus into those muscles. Pushing / chest exercise. We're gonna go to dips. And that's definitely for aesthetics, but it's also for function as well. Okay? I'm doing a little bit of a shoulder injury, but this is going to be good for us. We're going down about 90 degrees, head back up. Boom. 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 I'm doing 4 sets of 10 there. Just for quality. There's a few different exercises we can do for lower pec, with the external fibers of the pec. But for right now, we're going to do some dips. All right, guys. So, if you guys are looking for another decline, lower pec exercise, because you have like shoulder pain and everything like that, let me know down in the comments. I can go ahead and show you guys a bunch of different stuff. We're just keeping it pretty simple for today's exercise. Basically, the top 4 movers for chest. And then, so I'm going to do a couple sets of this here, and we're going to call it a day. Okay? Keep that range of motion at 90 degrees. Boom. Main focus here is those sternal fibers of the pec. That. This. So, our second set, maybe 2 more, and we'll call it a day. Right here. This. Yes, sir. 4 more of these, and we'll be good to go. Guys, the last final set of dips. If you guys want to see other movements, again, let us know. Let us know which ones you'd want to see. Pretty much show you guys every single movement out there. Woo. Baby. All right. Welcome to the Aesthetics Factory. When you come for the workouts, but you stay for the posing. Which I really don't know how to do.